Welcome to another on Williams FX channel. If you have not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button, smash the like button because this video is going to be a bomb, guys. Thank you guys for always supporting. We are up about 70 subscribers now. Keep subscribing, keep following the channel, hit the notification button, don't miss interesting topics like this, and always keep supporting. Share. After 100 subscribers, we'll be doing a massive giveaway. We'll be funding some subscribers on their live account because I know some of my subscribers have not started trading live yet, so we'll be subscribing for them. We'll be funding them. Cheers, guys. It might be small, but it's going to be worth it because we'll be giving you tips on how to grow that small account. All right. So I want to show you guys quickly how I took my GBPUSD trade today. This morning, I took some 60 pips market and I closed my trade for today, the whole of today. I think I did about $500 and I closed my trade for the rest of today. I did more than $500, did I? Oh, I did about $500, about $500, 493 or 498, thereabouts. And I closed my trade for the day because the market lately in December of 2020 has been really crazy. You don't want to be caught up during its spike, during its extra week movement and all of that. So you want to follow the market trend and just do what the market is doing, catch your 30, 40 pips and move out. This is like the best time to scalp in the market. If you've not been a scalper before, you should learn it. This is like the best time to scalp, all right? And if my accent is becoming too fake, kindly smile and keep on moving. Thank you, guys. Last week formed and we had a gap in the market. The gap was formed here. The gap formed around here. The gap formed around here. And then we're waiting for the market to come and fill up this gap because the market is all about filling up imbalances, all right? Filling up imbalances. And if the market does not fill up this imbalance, we don't see the market doing much of some movement, only if there is a fundamental that will be pushing the market against coming back to fill that imbalance, all right? But technically, that imbalance will fill. The market also tries to fill up wicks, especially at areas of psychological levels, areas of resistance and support that are more of psychological zones, all right? The market will come back and use a full body to fill up wicks, a full body to fill up a week, all right, and close at the end of that week. You can see the market closed almost at the end of that week. That is what the market does when it comes to filling up of imbalances, all right, filling up of wicks, filling up of gaps, and closing up imbalances, all right. This is just like an imbalance in the market. This is just like this area of imbalance right here will still be needed for filling this area right here. So we're waiting for this area. We're waiting for this area to be filled because we might be getting a zone right there. If this one does not work, if this one does not get filled, looking towards this area as an area of supply where the market will come and pick whatever and then come down to the downside, all right? Because this is a trend line area and a resistance area. So waiting for the market to fill up this gap, and throughout last week, I didn't take GBPUSD as any trade. I think I took one trade from here, GBPUSD, if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember really. And then, but I was more on my Euro GBP trade. And then the market did a lot of this push up to the top side and then dropped. So on my own analysis with my team yesterday, Sunday, today is Monday, with my team yesterday, we are looking at the market coming back to the point and then drop. That was our analysis. But coincidentally, that was not this case because what we saw this morning on market open by midnight was quite crazy, all right? It was quite crazy. I'm on GMT +1 by 11 p.m. Sunday night, the market opened and there was a new gap that was formed. A new gap was formed. Guys, a new gap was formed. This was crazy. 2 weeks and 2 gaps. Crazy. I wasn't expecting that to happen in 2 consecutive weeks, all right? I wasn't really expecting that to happen, and it happened. So maybe it happened. We saw a push down to the downside. I caught some 20 pips here, but I wasn't so sure of the trade, so I used a very small lot size, like 0.01, the micro lot size, and I didn't make so much profit of this one. So immediately we saw the rejection here, this rejection right here. I knew that something interesting was about to happen. Watch this, guys. It rejected off this point, off of this point. That's filled up this whole gap that we have here, filled up this whole gap and got rejected. got rejected. Filled up this gap with full body candles and got rejected. All right. Sweet thing. Immediately I saw this happen, I knew that there was no way on earth the market was going to go below this point. There was no way on earth the market was going to go below this point. So we jumped on the trade, myself and my team. We jumped on the trade. We picked our entry points from around here, and I did only about, did I do up 20 pips? No, I did about 70 pips. About 70 pips. I think about 70 pips. And I used small lot size anyway. And I had my stop loss not even below the candle. My stop loss was within the candle. And this was the trade. If I can, I'm just going to attach my screenshot of my results, my live account. If I can't, then I'm going to leave it. All right. I'm going to leave it. But this is how we took this trade. This is why we took this trade. And the next thing we're expecting this market to do is come and fill up these imbalances. So we're expecting a move, possibly a push to the upside, a brief, correction in price, which is always normal to happen, and then a fill up of this imbalance, which will have a rejection up to this point, and then we'll have a drop to the downside. And the reason why I see a drop to the downside, back to this downside, is because of two things. Now, we are currently sitting on our weekly resistance, all right? We are currently sitting on our weekly resistance right here. We are currently sitting on that weekly resistance, and here it is. We're currently sitting on that weekly resistance. Hold on. Yeah, WR, weekly resistance, and a trend line coming from the monthly time frame. So let's go back to the monthly time frame. Let's have a look at what we are seeing. Easy peasy. The monthly time frame is showing us that there is a downtrend coming down from this point. And now we have hit that trend line again, right about another confluence, the weekly resistance. So I don't see price pushing above that point, only if there are strong forces. All I see is a rejection that will happen around that point, and then we'll have a push to the downside. So I'll be looking more for a push to the downside. I'm looking for more for a push to the downside. So this is what our weekly resistance is telling us. Let me see if I can delete all these guys. If I can delete all these guys. I shouldn't be long on this video. I shouldn't be long. So this is what I see on this guy. A rejection, you can see the rejection right at that point. And then we had a long drop to downside, and then we had a rejection right above this point. So we might be seeing a lot of that. Then we might see the full push to this downside. That's on the weekly time frame analysis. All right. Now on the daily time frame, we have more clarity now. We can have more view, better view. You can see pushing to the upside. It has gotten here. We have all this rejection. We have the gap. This other gap here has been filled already. So we might be seeing another push to the downside to fill up this gap. It's going to push up, definitely going to push up back to this point. Then we might be to fill up this gap, then push down, reject, and push gap fully and test on this point. So that's for that. And back to the 4-hour candle. I have no business on 3 hours. So back to the 4 hours candles. That is how I actually took this trade, and the reason why I took this trade, and what I am expecting to see in this market. Guys, thank you for watching the video to this time. I really appreciate you guys. If you've not subscribed, do be well to subscribe. It's just a click, less than it's half a second. Just hit on the subscribe button, hit on the notification button, so you don't miss sweet videos like this. If you have questions about this video, kindly drop it in the comment section, or reach me on my WhatsApp. The link's in the description, or reach me on my mail. I always reply. I always respond to my mails, and then reach me up for questions, monitoring, mentoring, and all that. Send me your chart, send me my FX book, and let me see what I'm up to. Thank you guys for watching. Let price action and the candlestick always be the judge, guys. Cheers. See you in the next video.